You're never gonna fail again if you listen to these 5 steps. It's 2024, and I know you niggas don't want to fail, because I don't like failing. Well, fail, if you want to put it like that. But these are 5 ways that you won't have to go through that. The first way to never fail again is to realize that you're not failing. And you may be failing, for lack of a better term, in one aspect. But learning from that failure, you're succeeding in another aspect. So is that really failing if you're building yourself up based off what you've learned from that past experience and you're putting it onto whatever you want to do? Maybe at school, you may fail a test and you know you have finals coming up. You will study and then pass in the end. You're gaining things. You're learning how to study more, how to prepare for the finals, and yeah, things of that nature. You're also just delaying your success instead of failing, because you lack experience. In life, you have to gain experiences. So as you, like I keep saying, keep putting quotations, because I don't believe that failure is generally a real thing. I'll get to that. But yeah, as you're failing, you're actually just learning and delaying your success for later on. Next step is to realize that your definition of failure is different from everyone else's. Now, what do I mean by that? I'll explain. Letting other people put their judgmental thoughts of what failure is upon you can only bring you lower. You have to set your own standards. Standards aren't set by other people for you, or that you shouldn't allow them to play a part in your life. So if they're setting something on you, you're your own avatar. It's like a game. You set the rules. You're the dev of your own game, and you're also the player, not the NPC. You are a playable character. You're more like the PC. You're the player. So you have to set what works for you, how it works for you, and how you can build off that, instead of letting somebody else in a position that you probably don't even want to be in tell you what your failure is and how you should improve. I'm not saying don't take criticism, but it's also important to go off your morals. So yeah. Third step, put yourself into a position where you're always getting things done instead of just doing nothing at all. Because it's more like a mental thing for yourself. This will get you into an accomplished mindset. It will make you more in tune with your actual wants and your actual needs. You won't feel like you failed, even if it's not a whole lot. You could do something as small as just starting your YouTube channel today. Maybe start coding your business website today. Start off small and slowly build yourself up. And that way you're never falling down. You may be building yourself up in a slow pace, but it's never going down. And even if you do go down, on to my next point, you can get back up. Failing, it isn't gonna do anything for you, or it isn't real until you're dead. You can always get back up. I don't care if you're 50, if you're 13, if you're 89, unless you are on your deathbed, there's no such thing as failure, because there's always more chances. You almost have a limited amount of chances if you really think about it. Throughout your whole life, you have so much opportunity throughout your life. So just having a stumble isn't failing. You only fail when you can't accomplish your dreams. There's no way to accomplish your dreams, and that way is death. So last but not least, you have to understand that the definition of failure, I'm gonna get technical here. It's the lack of success. You're always making progress. That is literally success. You are moving up at a successful rate. If you're not succeeding, by definition, I guess that is failure, lack of success. But if you're doing little things, I'm not saying do anything crazy. I would encourage you to do more throughout the day. But I like my other point. You don't have to do anything crazy. You can just build onto yourself, whether, like I said, you want to start off very small, you want to go very big. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, you are not lacking that success. And also, you determine what that success is, what that means for you. So yeah, in today's mindset, in today's age, everybody's trying to make it seem like if you're not like a crazy millionaire, if you don't make this amount of money by the time you're 20, you're a failure. But I don't know. I feel like society's become really shallow, and I feel like everyone's stressed about what they should be doing and how they should be doing it, and they put limiters on themselves because they think they have to go a specific route not there's certain routes that's just not made for everyone, and you can choose your own. Even if I'm a hard believer that you can do anything, but if you feel like something's not made for you or it's not your passion, then I don't encourage you to go through with it. But you have to also acknowledge that you can, because you can do, if you work hard enough, you can do what you put your mind to. And that sounds so cheesy, but it's genuinely the truth. If you start putting that limiter on your head and take off, like I'm gonna take off this fucking bonnet, you can do a lot more than you think. And there's no reason to doubt yourself on doing so, because doubting yourself is almost like putting yourself on a pedestal compared to all humans. Because what would make you so different? You see Elon Musk doing crazy big things. Why are you different from him? He's a human just like you. He may have worked harder, but he's still just like you. Why can't you do the same thing? You're not any different from any other human. We're all the same in essence, in our typical abilities.